Roberto Bautista Agut is known for his relentless baseline play, and agility drills are an essential part of his training regimen. His playing style relies on constant, rapid movement and precision from the back of the court, where he must respond quickly to powerful shots. By incorporating agility drills, Agut enhances his ability to change direction, cover the court efficiently, and recover rapidly after each shot. This quick-footedness enables him to counter opponents' aggressive play and transition seamlessly between defensive and offensive positions. Agility drills improve not only his foot speed, but also his overall balance and coordination. These attributes are crucial in long rallies, where even a split-second delay in movement can result in a lost point. Given Agut's reputation for consistency and his willingness to engage in extended baseline rallies, his commitment to agility training helps him maintain a high level of performance throughout grueling matches. Additionally, enhanced agility reduces the risk of injury by training his body to move with proper biomechanics and reduced strain on muscles and joints. Ultimately, for a player like Roberto Bautista Agut, agility drills are not just about speed. They form the foundation of his tactical approach on court. By continuously working on his movement efficiency, he can effectively cover defensive positions while creating opportunities to attack, making these drills indispensable to his modern, dynamic style of play. In tennis, the power behind a ground stroke does not originate solely from the arm. It is the result of a coordinated transfer of energy that starts at the feet, flows through the legs and hips, and culminates in the rotation of the trunk, shoulder, and ultimately the arm and racket. Rotational exercises, specifically those targeting the upper body, mimic the rotational movements that occur during the forehand and backhand strokes. When a player executes a ground stroke, the rotation of the torso is critical in generating racket head speed. Arm cable workouts, which involve moving a cable attachment through a controlled rotational movement, help strengthen the muscles responsible for this action. Similarly, resistance band exercises offer dynamic tension throughout the entire range of motion, engaging not only the prime movers, such as the pectorals, deltoids, and rotator cuff muscles, but also the stabilizing muscles in the core and upper back. By replicating the motion pattern of a tennis stroke, these exercises improve neuromuscular coordination. Over time, the body becomes more efficient at transferring energy from the larger muscle groups, legs and trunk, to the smaller ones, shoulders, arms, and wrists. This efficient energy transfer, often referred to as the kinetic chain, is essential for achieving both power and precision on the court. In other words, when a player like Roberto Bautista Agut performs an arm cable rotation, he is training his body to replicate the coordinated twisting action that occurs during his ground strokes, ensuring that his swing is not only powerful, but also mechanically sound. Explosive power is key in modern tennis, where the pace of play can be incredibly high. Rotational exercises contribute significantly to developing that power. During an arm cable workout, the athlete performs controlled, explosive movements that activate fast-twitch muscle fibers, those responsible for sudden, powerful contractions. This explosive action translates directly into a more forceful ground stroke. When the core muscles, along with the shoulder and arm muscles, are strengthened in a rotational pattern, the player can generate greater angular velocity. In a practical sense, this means the racket accelerates more quickly through the hitting zone, resulting in faster ball speeds and a greater ability to dictate play. For instance, as Agut rotates his upper body during a forehand, the reinforced muscles produce an explosive snap that not only increases power, but also helps in flattening the trajectory of the shot when needed. Resistance band exercises also offer variable resistance, meaning that as the band stretches, the resistance increases. This mirrors the natural force curve of a tennis stroke, where maximum resistance is encountered at the end of the swing when the player needs to decelerate. Over time, training with resistance bands can improve both concentric, shortening, and eccentric, lengthening muscle actions. This dual benefit ensures that when Agut's body rotates during a stroke, he can both accelerate the racket swiftly and decelerate it in a controlled manner, reducing the risk of muscle strains and overuse injuries. Rotational movements in tennis, particularly during ground strokes, place significant demands on the muscles of the core, shoulder, and forearm. Maintaining stability throughout the stroke is crucial not only for performance, but also for preventing injuries. Arm cable workouts and resistance band rotations specifically target the smaller stabilizer muscles around the shoulder girdle and the rotator cuff. These muscles work to keep the shoulder joint stable while allowing a full range of motion. When these stabilizers are strong, the risk of shoulder impingements or rotator cuff injuries diminishes, a common concern among tennis professionals who endure repetitive, high-velocity swings. Moreover, improved stability contributes to better balance and posture during play. As a player moves laterally on the court, having a strong and stable core enables smoother transitions and more precise shot making. For example, during a rapid change of direction, followed by a ground stroke, Agut benefits from the enhanced core stability that these rotational exercises develop. This increased stability means that not only can he maintain a proper base of support, but his swing mechanics remain consistent even when fatigued, thereby minimizing shot errors and reducing the likelihood of injury over the long term. The specific design of arm cable workouts and resistance band exercises helps fine-tune the coordination between the shoulder, elbow, and wrist. These joints are critical in determining the final speed and accuracy of a ground stroke. Cable rotations allow for controlled resistance through the entire movement, ensuring that every phase of the swing, from the initial wind-up to the follow-through, is executed with precision. The tension provided by the cable challenges the muscles continuously, leading to improvements in both motor control and endurance. Similarly, resistance band exercises offer a dynamic component of instability. When a player works with bands, the resistance is not constant. It fluctuates with the speed and direction of the movement. This requires the nervous system to adapt quickly, promoting better intermuscular coordination. As the coordination improves, the timing of the swing becomes more precise. This is especially important for ground strokes, where split-second differences in timing can be the difference between winning and losing a point. Enhanced shoulder and arm coordination also ensures that the player's swing is fluid, reducing unnecessary stress on individual joints and allowing for a more natural follow-through. On the tennis court, the benefits of these rotational exercises become immediately apparent in the player's ground stroke performance. A well-developed core and shoulder musculature lead to faster, more powerful, and more accurate shots. For instance, when Agut steps into a forehand, the rapid trunk rotation enabled by these exercises increases his racket head speed, allowing him to hit through the ball with more penetration. This is critical in modern tennis, where opponents are often positioned deep behind the baseline. The additional power means that even if Agut is forced into a defensive position, his shots can still push his opponent back or open up the court for an aggressive follow-up shot. Furthermore, the improved stability and coordination mean that his shots are less likely to be marred by mechanical inconsistencies. A consistent swing not only enhances accuracy, but also builds confidence, allowing the player to rely on his ground stroke as a primary weapon. This consistency is especially important in long rallies, where maintaining rhythm and balance throughout a match can wear down an opponent. The ability to repeatedly generate a high-quality stroke without sacrificing form is a direct result of the neuromuscular adaptations produced by rotational training. His emphasis on lower body explosive workouts and stability strength training has a profound impact on his court movement and playing style. In a sport that demands rapid changes of direction, quick accelerations, and sustained endurance, the strength developed in his legs provides the essential ability to move swiftly and efficiently. This explosive power allows him to react immediately to the ball, to cover ground with precision, and to initiate powerful movements that enable him to dictate play. When Agut is engaged in a long rally or forced into defensive positions, his lower body strength provides the dynamic force needed to transition into an offensive posture. The rapid push-off generated by his legs propels him across the court, whether he is chasing down a deep shot or positioning himself to counter an aggressive attack from his opponent. This lower body strength is not merely about raw speed. it is also about the ability to change direction with minimal loss of momentum. Tennis matches often require players to decelerate, pivot, and accelerate in a matter of seconds. The explosive nature of Agut's training contributes to his capacity to perform these movements seamlessly. His court movement appears almost effortless as he glides from one corner to another, and this fluidity is a testament to the power and control he has built through dedicated training. Moreover, the benefits extend to his defensive game, as the rapid acceleration helps him to recover quickly after executing a challenging shot, minimizing the time his opponent has to take advantage of any gaps in his coverage. Alongside the benefits of explosive power, stability strength training plays an equally critical role in Agut's overall performance. Stability on the court is essential for maintaining balance during high-intensity movements and for ensuring that the energy generated by the legs is efficiently transferred through the core to the upper body during strokes. When a tennis player moves, every step is part of a kinetic chain that begins at the feet and travels upward to the racket. The stability developed through his training ensures that this energy transfer is smooth and controlled, resulting in more powerful and consistent ground strokes. It also allows Agut to maintain a low center of gravity during play, which is fundamental for executing shots with accuracy, while absorbing the impact of high-velocity returns without compromising his form. The strength and balance provided by his stability work are instrumental in enabling him to execute rapid directional changes without losing composure. This means that even when he is pushed to his physical limits during long, grueling matches, his body remains resilient and his movement remains efficient. The ability to sustain such high levels of performance over extended periods is critical in a sport where even minor lapses in concentration or balance can lead to errors and lost points. Agut's conditioning allows him to maintain his form and technique well into the later stages of a match, giving him a distinct advantage over opponents who may succumb to fatigue. Moreover, the benefits of his lower body and stability training extend to his shot-making capabilities. In tennis, the quality of a ground stroke is heavily influenced by how effectively a player can generate and transfer power. Agut's ability to push off the ground with explosive force not only aids in covering the court quickly, but also contributes to the strength behind his shots. Every time he strikes the ball, the force generated by his legs is transferred upward through his core and into his racket. This coordinated movement results in ground strokes that are both powerful and precise, making it difficult for opponents to predict or counter his shots. The consistency in his stroke production is a direct result of the stable foundation provided by his strength training. His muscles work in unison to produce a smooth, fluid motion that maximizes the speed and spin of the ball. The rapid, efficient movements on the court also force his opponents into uncomfortable positions. When Agut moves explosively to retrieve a ball, his opponents are often left with less time to react, which can force them into making errors or playing suboptimal shots. His ability to recover quickly and re-establish a strong position on the court after every shot is largely a function of the lower body power and stability he has developed. This not only allows him to sustain a high level of play throughout a match, but also enables him to take calculated risks by moving aggressively toward the net or anticipating his opponent's next move. In essence, his movement on the court is both a defensive strategy and an offensive weapon, enabling him to dictate the pace and rhythm of the match. Another important benefit is the enhanced endurance that results from his training regimen. Tennis is a sport that requires both short bursts of explosive power and sustained, repetitive movements over long periods. The explosive strength built in his lower body ensures that he can generate quick, powerful movements as needed, while the stability training helps him maintain his posture and form even as fatigue sets in. Over the course of a long match, this combination of endurance and power means that Agut is less likely to experience the decline in performance that can occur when muscles become tired. This endurance is crucial for remaining competitive in matches that extend into multiple sets, where maintaining high levels of performance from the first point to the last can be the difference between victory and defeat. In addition to the physical benefits, there are also significant mental advantages associated with this type of training. The discipline and focus required to perform explosive movements and maintain stability under pressure foster a mental toughness that is indispensable on the court. Agut's confidence in his ability to move quickly and remain balanced, even in high-pressure situations, translates into a calm, focused demeanor during matches. This mental resilience enables him to make split-second decisions with clarity and to execute his game plan with precision. When a player trusts in his physical preparation, he is more likely to take calculated risks and to remain composed in the face of adversity. This mental fortitude, combined with his physical capabilities, creates a powerful synergy that enhances his overall performance.